Welcome back to Moda Style. Today I'm going to show you a dollar antique silver hack that can turn any item into something a little more expensive like this. All of these items were $1, and I'm going to show you how to turn glass and plastic into antique silver. Here's an acrylic tray that I got at the 99-cent store. You'll need spray adhesive, black paint, aluminum foil tape, and foil. Get your tray and spray it with a spray adhesive all over, and you're going to get your aluminum foil shiny side up and adhere that to the tray. Smooth it all over the best that you can, kind of like contact paper. If there's bubbles or rips, it's okay. It's going to make the end result that much better. You're going to turn it over and spray a little more adhesive so you can wrap the edges of the tray. And as you wrap it, if there's excess, that's perfectly fine. You can just tear it off. We're going to cover it later. I would say the most important thing is to try to smooth out all the wrinkles as much as you can. Once you're done smoothing all the top side of the tray, you're going to spray more adhesive to the back and layer more aluminum foil. The foil from the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store is very thin, and you can layer multiple layers on top of each other and get the same effect. I would say the most important thing is to just smooth it out really well as much as you can. Just apply a lot of pressure, and it's okay if you tear it. Once it's adhered, you can just tear off the parts that's not glued down. Once everything is covered, you're going to get your black paint, spread on a daub, and rub it around with a paper towel to create that aged stain effect. And it's okay if you get a lot on. You're going to wipe it off. It dries fast and it's water-based, so if you mess up, you can actually just rinse it off with water. But once it dries, you're just going to start wiping it off so the paint gets into the nooks and crannies and it starts looking like antique silver. As you can see, what's left is a thin layer, and I'm just kind of buffing it in circular motions because I like that polished silver look with a little bit of antique stain behind it. But it's really up to you how you want it to turn out. Once you're happy with the top side, go ahead and flip it over and do the same to the other side. Any amount of paint you want, rub it around, let it dry for a little bit. Honestly, it takes a couple seconds, and then just buff off the excess. I really liked how the texture on the bottom turned out this way. I wish the top had been the same, but oh well. Now that you're done with the tray, it's time to move on to the glass jar with the aluminum tape. This foil tape is super sticky and very easy to work with. Pretty much I'm just measuring the jar, eyeballing it, peeling off the backing, and sticking it onto the jar. The most important part about this process is that the tape is very sticky, and you have to make sure that all of the creases get buffed in. So I used a popsicle stick, or you can use your nail, whatever it is, but make sure you try to get everything as smooth as possible. I found that it was easiest to work with aluminum tape in smaller sections because it was so sticky. So that's why you see me doing a lot of cuts and doing things a little bit separately on the jar, is just to ensure the accuracy of the tape onto the jar. Here I'm cutting little strips to get the neck part of the jar or the top part of the jar. It would have been really hard to try to do that as one piece. So once again, little pieces at different times and making sure that everything is smooth and all the wrinkles out. After everything is smooth and taped down, you're going to apply the same paint technique as I did in the tray. I don't have footage of it, I somehow lost it, but it's the exact same. Rub the black paint on and buff it off. I did the same to a soap dish with the foil tape and the black paint, and this is how it turned out. Here's the before and after. And here's the final results. Glass jar, dollar tray, toothbrush holder, and a soap holder. And to me, they all look like antique pewter or silver accessories for your vanity. I hope you enjoyed this technique as much as I did. I think it's such a great way to turn something plastic into something antique and beautiful. Thanks for watching.